Hello and welcome. This is Jasur from JR & Firm. If you're new in this channel, first of all, our company is a corporate consultancy company based in Shanghai, China. We provide tailor-made corporate consultancy services starting from company formation and liquidation, structuring, restructuring, obtaining special licenses or legal representation in China. So if you are interested in our services, you can visit our website and feel free to contact us. So in this video, I'd like to talk about changes in registered capital when you are starting a company in China. According to the new policy, foreign entrepreneurs or companies, when they're registering company in China, they don't have to write down large amounts of registered capital anymore. Previously, if you go back to, for example, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, you had to comply with the recommendations of the local government when writing the registered capital of the company. Usually for consulting companies, it was minimum 100K USD. For trading companies, it was around 100 or 150K USD. At least that was the case in big cities. For example, Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, or other big cities of China. But according to the new policy, like I said, you don't have to write down large amounts of capital anymore. Now, the registered capital can be as low as 10,000 Chinese yuan. However, it can be very low, but we advise our clients to be extremely careful in considering the amount of the registered capital. Why? Because as we mentioned before, your registered capital, essentially, it represents the amount of commitment. It represents the amount of liability when we are talking about limited liability company. Because when you're forming this limited liability company, obviously, you are telling your potential clients or investors or even potential partners in China that your liability equals to the injected capital or registered capital in your company. So let's assume that you comply with this new policy and then you write down the minimum 10,000 yuan, for example, for your registered capital. And according to the new policy, you're only required to inject this within 5-year time frame, right? So assuming 10,000 yuan is not very big, so you inject this capital, right? And then you are done with the registered capital compliance. Now, this appears in the online system in China. It's public data. So your potential clients and suppliers can easily check this data, basically, when they do due diligence on your company. So after this, they get, the impression that the founders of this company are only liable or are only willing to take responsibility for this 10,000 yuan. And I would say this situation can be fine for small businesses who are not seeking any sort of, kind of approval or any sort of potential big, large partners in China or approval from their clients. So for them, it's fine to have this small registered capital. However, for bigger companies, you have to be extremely careful because when your clients or potential partners, they have this impression that your company is only taking responsibility only like 10,000 yuan or 20,000 yuan, then probably or most likely they will not sign any contracts with you. When we're talking about these big contracts for millions of dollars or even, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So for that reason, I recommend 2 things. Yes, you can go ahead and take advantage of this new policy only if you are a small business. Okay, you can write down 10,000 yuan, 20,000 yuan for the registered capital, and then as soon as possible, you inject it. And then you carry on with your business because you're not seeking any kind of approval or any kind of positive impression from your potential clients or partners. However, unlike this situation, if you're a big company, then we highly recommend that you stick to the previous scenario, previous situation that was, before this new policy, like sticking to larger amounts of registered capital. For example, 150K or 500K USD. This way, you are showing to your potential clients or partners or even investors that you are committed. Okay, you are ready to take this responsibility when anything goes wrong. So this way, your potential clients, partners, or any investors, they can do due diligence on your company, and they can easily check this on online database, public database in China. So to summarize, this new policy change is not, for everyone. Of course, it gives you an option to choose from. Okay, if you're a small company, you can choose this small capital. If you're a big company, you can also consider to be flexible, right? Accordingly, like based on your business plans. So this is it for today. If you have any questions, our contact details are always on the screen. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions related to company formation, liquidation, or structuring, restructuring, obtaining licenses in China, or legal representation in China and other countries like Hong Kong, Singapore, US, European countries. We will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.